guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for you to be here. It has been so long and I have so much to tell you guys. I can't wait to tell you where we've been, where we're at now, what we've been doing, and what we're hoping to do. So join me and we'll get right to it. Okay, so if you have followed us at all, and it has been a while, you know that we lived in Michigan before, and we had a property there and a big beautiful house, and we decided that we didn't want to live in Michigan anymore, but we didn't know where we wanted to live. So we thought, well, we had talked about maybe traveling around, but a family of our size, if you don't know, hi, my name is Kim. My husband Mike and I, we have 9 children, and all of our children homeschool, and my husband works from home. So we had this unique opportunity where we thought, well, we could travel, but it's super expensive for a family of our size. So we decided, since we didn't know where we wanted to live, that we would sell our home and property in Michigan, and we bought a fifth wheel, renovated it to fit our family, and we went on the road. And that's what we did. We left November of 2021 and we traveled for 11 months. So we went to 19 different states in those 11 months, and it was a really cool experience. We went from about 4,000 square feet on 5 acres to 400 square feet with no land, traveling just from different campground to campground. And we did so many cool hikes and saw so many awesome things, Mount Rushmore, and I just like a ton of stuff. I'll have to insert some pictures for you guys, but super cool experience. But as you can imagine, 11 people in 400 square feet, at the end was starting to get like we need some space, It was a lot of fun. It was a really cool experience, but obviously it wasn't our forever solution, and it never was intended to be. So we had come to Tennessee several times throughout our travels, and even beforehand, a couple years prior to selling our home, we came to Tennessee and looked around at some properties because we thought it would always be a place that we would love to be, and it just didn't work out. Like, the Lord just didn't open the doors then, and it didn't work out. Our house didn't sell at that point when we tried it. Anyway, long story short, through our travels, we wound up in Tennessee. So we're in the Knoxville area, and right now we are renting a house. So we started renting this house in October of last year, 2022. And so we've been here almost 6 months now. Well, 5 months. We've been here 5 months. And it's a small house. It's about 2,100 square feet. That's the main floor and the basement included. But as you can imagine, coming from 400 square feet, it felt massive when we moved in. And we have enjoyed it. And it's not really set up for a large family, but we're making it work, and we're doing the best we can, and we are enjoying it. So our ultimate goal would be in the next year or two to either purchase a piece of property here in the Knoxville-ish area, where we'd like to stay somewhere within an hour here, and purchase a property and build a home. And unless the market comes down and we're able to find a home that we love on a piece of property that we love. So that is where we have been and what we have been doing. I think the last time I made a YouTube video, we had 7 kids. I'm not sure, 7 or 8. We have 9 now. So we have, our oldest is 17, and then our baby, our forever baby, we're done. She just turned 2 a couple days ago. So that's where we're at. So we have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 9, 11, 15, and 17. I think I got them all. Okay, if I did, brownie points for me. So anyway, I thought this would be a good time to kind of get back in this. We love watching the memories that we had from doing this before, and so many of you have been so kind and written to me over the last year or two, hey, when are you going to start again? So I thought, you know what? We're just going to give it a go, and if nothing else, it'll be fun memories for us. But I thought maybe I could be an encouragement to you along the way and kind of just show you how we do things with our large family, the logistics of that, how we do our meals, and so on and so forth. So today, I don't know if you'll find it interesting or not, but tomorrow, so we have started a new thing where tomorrow will be the first time we're doing this. We are going to try to shop for a month. So back in the day, years ago, when I had maybe 2 or 3 kids, 3 kids, I think. Maybe I did it when we had 4 kids. I used to do once a month grocery shopping, and I have gotten away from that, where I was doing like every 2 weeks and then even sometimes every week. And what I found, especially with inflation and everything that's going crazy lately, is that it's just costing us a lot more money. We are spending way too much money grocery shopping. So I thought that maybe we would try something different, and we would try once a month grocery shopping. And I really tried. So what I did, let me back up just a second. What I did is, instead of 2 weeks ago when we got paid buying groceries, we made what we had bought 4 weeks ago stretch. And so we are kind of like down to the bare minimum in our house. And I will show you guys. But we made all of that stretch so that I could save that check's worth of money to put with this check's money for groceries, and we would have a month in advance. I hope that makes sense to you guys, without just having to come up with a month's worth all at once, because it's a lot of money, especially for a family of our size, but any family. So that's what we've done, and I have written out like a monthly meal plan, and this is just a blank one, so I'll show you guys kind of like how I did that. And then tomorrow we are going to do our big once a month shop. So I have really tried hard to like include everything in this, like toiletries, diapers, cleaning products, anything and everything that would be within this budget has been included in the list for this month. So the goal is really to stay out of the grocery store, because we were like budgeting $1,200 a month for our groceries, which back in Michigan, you know, a year and a half ago was $800 a month. And through traveling, there was just no way to keep up with that. So it had crept up to $1,200 a month. But then at the end of the month, we're realizing like we're not staying in this budget. We're blowing it. And so I went through our bank account and like figured up every time we've eaten out and every time we've been to a grocery store. And you guys have been embarrassed to say, but it was like 3 times that amount that we were actually spending, not including eating out, like actually spending on grocery shopping. And you know, we, like I said, my husband works from home and our children homeschool, so all 11 of us are here for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we try to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. A rare occasion that we go out to eat as a whole family, like date night, things like that, and occasionally like our teenagers will go out with their friends or something like that, but as a whole we are eating here all of our meals. So we did our new budget to include, like I said, all of our household items. It's going to be $2,000 a month, which I realize probably sounds high, but again, that's 33 meals a day that we're eating at home. So over the course of a month, and that includes our utilities and cleaning supplies, and really truly like every other thing that we would be going to the store for is included in this, including like the items that our children need for school and so on and so forth. So anyway, today I thought what I would do is we picked up our first Azure standard haul this morning. It's not a huge one, but if you know Azure, it doesn't look like that much, but it costs that much because you're buying in bulk. And they have quality, really high quality products. If you're not familiar with them, they are like a co-op, and so you go online. I'll give you my code that I have. It's not sponsored, but if I give you my code in the bottom, and it has like a referral code, and if you want to try them, then you will get, I think it's $20. I don't want to say for sure, I'm not sure, but you'll get a certain amount, and then if you use my code, I will also get that amount. So it would help me, and also give you a discount as well. So I will show you guys that haul, and then I will show you how I sort of get ready for any grocery shopping, but this one especially because it's going to be a month haul. So I'll show you our pantry and our freezers and our fridge and all of that, and show you kind of that we really are down to like the bare minimum with everything. And then I will show you kind of how I go about making my meal plan, and this time was basically the same thing, just larger because it's for a month. And then and then I figure tomorrow when I go grocery shopping, I will record that too and show you that haul and what we got and how we intend to make that work for our family. So I hope you guys stick through this, and I will get right to the Azure order. Okay, so for our Azure order, this past year I've had some health issues, and because of those health issues I was on some medication that caused me to gain about 35 pounds. So we are really trying to eat very clean and trying to just get rid of like all the junk in our lives. I'm off the medication now. I've weaned off of that. And so I'm hoping that now with that situation dealt with, that I will be able to start actually losing some weight. So that is part of the reason you'll see, again, with our grocery haul tomorrow, the items that we're purchasing. We could get some of these items cheaper, yes, but it's important to us, especially right now in our lives and with our kids, to try to eat as clean as possible. So I'll go ahead and show you. We got a 25. I will put the prices for these. I will put them down on the screen. So this is a 25-pound bag of the organic all-purpose unbleached flour, and then a 25-pound bag of the organic cane sugar. I'm hoping that a 25-pound bag of each will last us a month, but right now we do still have some from before that we have in our buckets. I'll show you when I show you the pantry. So if not, I think we'll still be okay for this month, and then we will be able to just order more next time. And then we got a 1 pound bag of the non-GMO active dry yeast. So we're going to be baking, we actually have been baking most of our breads, but we're going to continue that. And the small packages just don't last very long. And then we got a 16 ounce bottle of the Santa Cruz organic pure lemon juice and a 16 ounce bottle of the pure lime juice. And then we also got 3 of these 5-pound blocks of the raw milk cheddar cheese, aged over 60 days. You guys, this stuff is so good, and it's from raw milk, so it's really good for you, really good for your gut health. We actually bought 3 blocks of these, because we are so low on groceries. When we got it this morning, everyone was so excited to have cheese, so my husband went ahead and cut into one and packaged it up for us. And that's what we'll do, is once we open one, we will just probably chunk it off in like 1 pound chunks, roughly, and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. So I know that our family will go through 15 pounds of cheese in a month without a problem. I'm actually hoping that we can make this last for the whole time, but I'm not worried about it going bad. And so from the reviews and other people that I watched who purchased this, they said as long as you really keep it in this sealed like this, you're good to go for at least about 6 weeks, or maybe even more in your fridge. So I'm not worried about this. We have bought cheese in bulk like this before, and like I said, we either go through it or we can freeze it. So I'm not worried about that. So that is everything that I got from Azure this time. This was our first time trying them out, and I'm super excited about it, because if you have purchased like organic sugar or organic flour or anything like that, or raw milk for cheese for that matter, anywhere else, even like the farm stands and things like that, you know that it is expensive. So this, yes, I could buy regular sugar and regular flour for cheaper, but being the quality of ingredients that it is, I am very happy with their prices. Okay, so I figured I would start off in our pantry first and kind of show you guys like how we're looking. One thing is, in our house in Michigan before, we had a lot of food storage, like a year's worth of food storage for our entire family. So that is something that we donated when we sold our house and everything and went on the road. So that has been a struggle for us too, financially, as far as like our grocery budget. We did not realize how much we pulled. I mean, we knew that we were using that stuff, but we didn't realize how much we pulled from that on a consistent basis, and how much that helped us financially to stock up like when things were on sale, and then not have to buy them when they weren't. So this is a fairly small pantry compared to like what we had, but it's huge obviously compared to what we had in the RV. So we're just kind of working on slowly getting that built up, but we really don't have the space. And as you know, it's expensive to just go out and buy 6 months worth of food. Like A, we don't have a place to put it in this house, and B, we would not be able to afford that right now. So we are just slowly kind of building up, but I will show you when I said that we had been really eating through our food, and I will show you what we have left so that you know what we're working with here. So here we just have like some mac and cheese packs that my daughter likes to have like after practice. We have a couple of different crackers up here, 1 box of rice-a-roni, which I don't even think is right there. That goes down here. Bare basics on fruit here. We are good with onions. I think we have like a half of a 5-pound bag there of the red potatoes. This is pancake mix, a little bit of pasta. This is like what I call the teen shelf, again, for my teenagers when they late at night or they're done with practices, and a few things of popcorn left. And then up here we keep like stuffing and different random items, nuts, rice cakes, things like that. I got a really good deal on tortillas there is like a grocery outlet store around here, and I was able to get these tortillas for 19 cents a pack, which was awesome. The day before I had paid like $2.99 at the store, so I bought 2 cases of those. So this is one case, and then I have another case in another area. I'll show you guys a few like random bags of chips that have been hanging on for way too long, and they're probably not even that good. We're okay on some of our condiments, okay on beans, running low on our tomato products back here, so we need to restock those for sure. And then like our canned vegetables and things like that, we just need to kind of build up on. Spaghetti sauces were low, salsa were low, Parmesan cheese were low. This is like our canned meat, so we're also low on things like that. We mostly this is like manwich or sloppy joe mix, salmon, and then chicken. So we mostly use the canned chicken, so we'll use that for like pot pies or chicken salad, things like that. Pepperonis, my husband's been making homemade pizzas for us, which are amazing, by the way. And I found these also at the grocery outlet, so we're good on that. This is like my husband's healthy junk food stash that we keep for him. Snacks are pretty much gone. Like there's some dehydrated strawberries, a few, I guess we still have a few of those, and like fruit strips. My kids call these sticky bars, which is so cute because they're like sticky, but they're basically like fruit leathers. So we have a few of those left. I had to buy a loaf of bread because I hadn't made any. Peanut butter, syrup, all of that. This is our salad bin. I think we have 1 bag of croutons left. Applesauce, we're down to 1. I try to keep this full, so like 6 to 9 at all times. Chicken broth I got at the, we don't have a Meijer here, but I found this at the grocery outlet that I was telling you about, and I believe I paid 49 cents. It's actually not that great because it's like fat-free, reduced sodium, and which I know people think is great, but like when it comes to broth, I prefer like bone broth, so it really doesn't have like a ton of flavor, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. These are just like little rice packages and things like that, and we have a decent amount of those, but I'm pretty much the only one that eats them. And then a couple just like random boxes of rice-a-roni and some pasta that we have left over. This bin is empty. These are just like other miscellaneous condiments that we use on occasion. Pesto my daughter uses, things like that. Ketchup, we're down to 3, which when you have 9 kids, that is like crisis level. Mayonnaise, 1 or 2 mayonnaise there, and our salad dressing bin is also at crisis level. So I think we have 1 ranch and 1 Italian left. So no Caesar, which is what we eat most of. So we're pretty low here. Now down here we have like our bulk stuff that we do have. So we have oats, panko, all-purpose flour, and sugar. Those are not organic. So that is stuff that we did save from our old house that we still have. So let me show you now the fridge and the freezers. Okay, this is our main fridge in our kitchen. Small kitchen, small fridge, but it works and we're thankful for it. And we were able to find, you guys, on Marketplace, I found a fridge freezer combo. It's like old school, but it's clean. And I found it for $30 because the guy was moving that day and someone had bailed on him. And so he said, if you can come pick it up right now, I'll give it to you for $30. And I was like, okay, something's wrong with this thing, but it wasn't. So we were able to get a second fridge, which has been amazing for our family. So I will show you guys that in a minute. So in here we have a thing of salsa, a little bit of applesauce, a little bit of maple syrup, down to the bare minimum, wine, white wine, which we mostly use for cooking, like pasta sauces. 1 thing of strawberries, a little bit of blueberries left. That's my sourdough starter. I'll show you guys that another day. In here, these are actually expired, and I tried to throw them away, but my husband said that maybe they're still good because they're smoked. So I'm going to get those a shot with something. And then we have these ham slices, and pepperoni that we use for pizza, some bell pepper, but not much. And I'm going to be cleaning this out today too. So I like to clean out the fridge the day before I go grocery shopping. That way when I come home, like all my containers are clean, my fridge is clean, all my spaces are clean, and it's much easier to just put away. So these are a couple just random leftover things that we're still working through. Most of them are almost empty now. These bins are all empty. This usually holds like little guacamole packets or hummus packs, things like that. Sorry, I don't even know if you can see that. Cheese sticks we're still okay on. Eggs we are okay on because I just found a deal and I got a 5 dozen pack of those. This is usually holds like grapes and broccoli. That's gone. Our cheese drawer is sad, but we just got all that cheese from Azure, so I just have to package that up. We still have like our sliced cheese that our boys like to make their sandwiches with, and then we also use it for burgers, and just like a couple random things of cheese down there. Down here we have some celery. I've been making a lot of like soups to try to help our the food that we did have last those extra 2 weeks that we didn't shop. And I shouldn't say we didn't shop because we did go and grab, you know, a few things to make what we had work, but we didn't do like a grocery shop, like a full 2-week grocery shop, nothing near that. And then the 3-pack of zucchini down there. And then, oh yeah, here's another cucumber. So actually no one in our house eats cucumbers. They don't like them, but I bought these to do like a cucumber lemon water that they say is really, really good for you. So I wanted to try that. Over here, our milk and orange juice situation is sad. We still have a little bit of yogurt, but I'm not even sure if it's expired or not, so I'll have to check that. Some heavy cream, kids creamer, and then just like random condiments in here. So overall, pretty bare for a family of our size, but I am proud of us because we really stuck to this and we ate through the stuff that we had instead of letting anything go bad. In here we have 2 waffles. We haven't even bought waffles in, gosh, a month. So these are just hanging on because it's not enough to feed anybody. So they're just sitting here and I'm not buying more. Some keto bars for my husband. This is his coffee. So he likes whole bean. So we buy it in like a big container and then he just keeps it in the freezer. This is my Sonic ice that I'm addicted to. So I buy a bag of it at Sonic. You guys, if you didn't know that, they sell ice. It's like $2.60 for a huge bag of it. And it's awesome, and I love it. This keeps our like frozen yogurt usually, so that's empty. We have one thing of chili. I made a big double batch of chili and just froze the other half, so that is the other half of that for a quick easy meal. This thing I have to be careful because it does fall out, but we have, oh, I forgot we have sausage back there. So we have a couple things of sausage, like sausage links, and this is bacon that I also bought in bulk a couple months ago. And then 1 package of frozen chicken breast left. And then in the drawer we have a little bit of yeast, some rice cauliflower, like mixed veggies. For, I use these like peas and carrots for, gosh, I can't think, fried rice or like chicken pot pie. And then these sandwich meats, I believe we got on a deal when we were visiting Michigan in the fall, and they've been in the freezer. So we don't really eat a lot of sandwich meat, and I guess that's probably why it's still hanging on down there. So that is the one freezer, and then I will, or fridge and freezer, and I will take you over here and show you my other one. So this, in here we have like some frozen fruits left, not a lot. We use these for smoothies. I don't even remember buying these, but we have them. These are some just little dessert thingies from the grocery outlet. A couple corn dogs. I got this big bag at the grocery outlet, and my kids don't have to be here for corn dogs. So we are trying to work through those, and we're down to just a few. A couple bags of tater tots that we use for like side items for a meal. These were some chicken patties that we also got a long time ago. They've been in the freezer, and we did eat half of them during this 2 weeks, and surprisingly my kids actually like them. I think they're like they're supposed to be like a Chick-fil-A chicken breast knockoff type thing. Anyway, it was a good deal. I think I got 5 pounds of them for $5, so I have it. We're not going to be buying it again, but a couple more like tater tots, homemade waffles that we've been making, and then my son Lincoln loves pumpkin pie, and I found this for, I think it was like $2.79 or something, so I got that for him as a treat one day. So that is that freezer, pretty bare as well. And then this is our second fridge, you guys. This is the fridge I got for $30. Like, can you believe it? I mean, again, it's like old school, and but it's clean. Like it cleaned up really nicely, and it works. And the fridge and the freezer stay cold. $30. It was such a blessing. Okay, so in here we have like a couple of these like Lunchables. I also got these at the grocery outlet. My daughter is in club travel volleyball, so we travel a lot with her. Like almost every weekend we are traveling and out of state and in state, and so we need things like this for when we're at her tournaments, and it's really expensive to eat at those places. Like I'm talking like $11 for a smoothie this big. It's ridiculous. So we try to find things like this when we can on sale. This is what I just got from Azure. We have one bag of bagels back there, our cheese that we got from Azure. We still have a big bag of carrots. Like I said, I've been making a lot of different soups and trying to incorporate that into there as fillers. We still have 4 romaine hearts, but I think I just got some of this. This is leftover spaghetti that my kids have been working on. We have 1 tray of the eggs left, and then 1 little random one over there. The baby carrots, my little girls love these for a snack. And we have some bell peppers left, and 1 gallon of milk, which I didn't realize was back there. So I'll use that to fill up the other containers. And then down here we have, okay, this is where my husband put the cheese. I don't know if you guys can see this. The lighting is so bad in here. The cheese that we got from Azure that he cut up and bagged up. And then this is some shredded mozzarella that he uses for pizza nights for us on Friday. And then up here is our yeast that we just got, our sour cream, which is like at the bare end here. This is how much grape jelly we have, guys. It's sad actually, because we usually have like 8 or 10 of these stocked up. A little bit of ketchup left, not much in the way of condiments, and same for down here. We do have creamer because my kids are almost out of coffee, so they haven't been drinking their creamer as much. So we do have that. So that is it. Our baking section is looking okay. These are some of the items that we had saved from our like bulk food in Michigan, because we were able to keep it in like 5-gallon buckets with like gamma lids, so they were protected and in storage while we were gone. So we went back and picked those up. So our baking situation is good, but we bake a lot, especially now that we're doing all of our own bread and that kind of stuff from home. So we go through this pretty quickly. This is just like some pre-made mixes that we had. Sometimes our kids like to make something on their own, and it's nice to have these for them. And then our oils and things like that. So overall, like the baking items look pretty good. Okay, and lastly, this is kind of like a snack section, but also an extension of our pantry. This is a little room that's right off of our kitchen right here, and it doesn't really make sense to be anything else because it's pretty small. You can see like it's like the width of 2 refrigerators. We did have it this as like a schoolroom at first, but then we needed it for space for food. So up here is like normally where we keep all of our different kinds of pastas, and those are all gone. We have brown rice left. Our white rice is empty, but I do have a bucket of this under my bed, so I need to grab that out. Our cereals are pretty low. Hang on, Sissy. Oh, sorry, the kids are outside playing. Cereals are almost gone. Kids don't eat a lot of cereal, but we do like to keep it on hand for like rough mornings. Crackers, pretzels, things like that. Everything is pretty much at the bare minimum here or gone completely. So that's where we're at with what we have now. Okay, I almost forgot to show you guys this. This is like a little closet in our dining room, and we just keep like a few overflow items, but again, there's like not much. We have a little bit of diapers left, a couple rolls of toilet paper, a couple rolls of paper towels. We do have trash bags here, and then I think we have 1 bag of chips, 1 bag of goldfish, and then this is that case of tortillas that I was telling you guys about. So not much here either. Okay, I just thought I would show you guys real quick kind of how I do my meal plan. So I have like here my monthly meal planner, the meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for week 1, week 2, 3, and 4, so on. And then up here I have like little helpers. So Sundays slow cooker meals, Monday soup, Tuesday tacos, or usually something Mexican related, Wednesday beef, Thursday pasta, Friday pizza, and Saturday something on the grill. Can you say hi, girls?
Hi!
Hi, friends. You guys playing outside?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you run on and close the door? Mommy's going to explain this to them real quick, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Love you. Okay, so they were so excited to be on the camera. So that's kind of how I write it down. Now, I will tell you that I will meal plan based on this because it helps me as far as like Thursdays or pasta. However, I like to meal plan because I like to have a plan and I like to know what to buy. But I do not like to follow a meal plan exactly. So for instance, if Monday says soup and it happens to be 80 degrees here on Monday and I don't feel like soup, I will just swap this out with something else that week or something else anywhere on here because I will have all of the groceries for this month. And then what I do is once I use or make a meal, I just put an X through it or like a line through it so that I know that we've used that and then I know what still needs to be made. So I hope that makes sense. So you can make a meal plan without feeling like you have to have this that night, no matter if you feel like it or not, no matter if your family wants that, but you have a basis to know what am I buying and what is it for so that you're not over purchasing and you know that you have enough food for the meals that you planned for your family. So that is how I like to do it. And then you don't have to be so strict about it. So then I take this idea and then I come over here and I try to make like a list of our family's favorite meals or things that we like to eat. So I will do like chicken dinners and beef dinners and I just kind of write things out and this helps me. This also helps my older kids when they need to help me cook or they want to make a meal on their own, that I don't have to sit and give them like a million ideas. I just say check out the list and see if what you want to make and if we have what it takes to make that meal. So this is really helpful if you have older kids or younger kids who are learning to cook, like to cook, that you don't have to be in here for every single step of it or help them find what to make. And then I also have a similar list for breakfast and lunch items. And then I just put things on here. So again, I am not responsible for making lunch in this house. One of our children are. It's one of the jobs that they keep. So for lunch, I will have this meal plan, but then any other time they can come and say, okay, these are some of our options. Ooh, this sounds good. Do I have what it takes to make whatever it is that they want? And same for breakfast. I do typically make the breakfast here, but not always. And lately my 11-year-old has really enjoyed taking on breakfast as his responsibility. So he does a lot of this and it's good for him to have a list as well. So I go to these lists and then I kind of fill in, what we like. And then as far as like our new recipes or things that we've haven't moved over to this list yet, I have this whole stack of recipes. So we just kind of go through here. It also has like our hamburger buns, like our bread recipes and things like that. And then our different dishes. And I kind of flip through these and say what sounds good. Or if I come to, what night is chicken. So let's see. There's not chicken night. Okay, so it would be like pasta or the grill or whatever, or beef. Let's say beef. And I'm like out of ideas. I'm like, I can't remember another beef item to have for dinner. So then I just come through my recipes here and I flip through until something sounds good and I will fill that in on the menu. Once I have this all filled out, at that point is when I start making my list. And I just go through. And another tip, if you think, oh my gosh, I could never come up with this many meals. Well, I don't either. So how I work this is, for our family, they do not mind having the same week of breakfast and lunch every week. Does that make sense? So like, obviously every day for breakfast would be a different item. And every day for lunch would be a different item, but they do not mind repeating that week of items for breakfast and lunch over and over again. And that is what we will do. So for the month of March, which is what we're going into to prep for, I will write out breakfast and lunches, and then breakfast and lunch, that exact same thing will come down here to breakfast and lunch week 3 and week 4 as well. So really what I'm doing is just planning. Once I get those 7 breakfast items and 7 lunch items, then I'm just doing our dinners. Now, another way that I have done this too is I will do like breakfast items, and then if I have 2 weeks worth of lunches that they like, I will do 1 week here and the next week different, and then for week 3 I will go back to whatever week 1 was. and so on and so forth. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And then with these hints for me, like the slow cooker soup, tacos, stuff like that, then it makes it easy, because really then I'm only filling in, I only need 4 slow cooker meals. I need 4 different types of soups, 4 taco dishes or Mexican themed night dishes, 4 beef nights, so on and so forth. So hopefully that makes sense. It makes it a lot easier, because if I had to sit down and come up with, 3 meals a day every day for a month and write all of that down, I also would be extremely overwhelmed by that. So I hope this helps you guys, if you meal plan for a month, or even if you just meal plan for a week. But I find that having these lists is the biggest help to our family, especially when you have other people in your home who are cooking or wanting to cook, because it really leaves you out of it as much as possible. And they can honestly, on their own, if they want to make waffles, they know what that requires. If they want to make grilled cheese sandwich or mac and cheese or whatever else, they know what that requires, and then they can get an idea from here and take this to the fridge, pantry, freezer, whatever else, and say, do I have what I need? So hopefully that helps you guys. Okay, I think that is it for today. I hope that you got something out of some of this. Thank you for joining along. Thank you for coming to see where we've been, what we've been up to, and I look forward to talking to you down in the comments. I would love to hear how much you guys are spending on your groceries. What's your budget now with inflation? Is it crazy in your area? Is it normal? Are you storing up on food? How are you doing with all of that? I would love to chat with you in the comments, and I hope you join us next time so I can show you our grocery haul. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a blessed day. We love you. Bye-bye. I will show you guys, she just woke up from her nap. This is our newest little baby, Gray. Gray, can you say hi? Say hi to our friends. How old are you now? Can you tell them how old you are? Say 2. 2. Did you just have a birthday? Yes, you did. Isn't she beautiful? You guys, look at her big blue eyes. She's so pretty, right? Are you a pretty girl? Yes. You say hi to our friends? Hi, friends. Okay, are you going to go outside and play now?
Yes.
Yes, you woke up from your nap? Okay, can Mama have a kiss? I love you. Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye to our friends. Bye-bye.